Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Crypto Jay from the Bitcoin Academy, and just wanted to welcome you guys to another one of our educational videos. We have a private community at cryptoj.net. Please check us out. I think you'll like what you see there. Everything we have is on heavy discount this month, so hope you guys will come over and check us out. I've been doing this for 21 years full time. And in addition to that, I've been into crypto for 7 years. So we've helped a lot of folks around the world, and we're looking to help you as well. If you enjoy this short educational video today, please subscribe and like so other people can find our channel along the line in YouTube. Thanks so much, and welcome to our channel. Well, good morning, winners. Happy Monday to you. 2023 is your year. Guys, this is going to be a two-part video. Part 1 will be available to everyone on YouTube, which does not include all of our target prices, our potential price points, what time we're expecting those. But it will give you some good information for free on YouTube. And then you can come and check out our private community where we work on trades like this, pretty much on a regular basis through the bull and bear markets. So anyway, guys, as you know, I recently, in the end of 2022 and the end of 2023, I purchased 20 million HBAR coins. I have them staked. I think I'm up to, I had them staked before. I had coins before. I think I'm up to 27 million coins now, something of that nature. And I am expecting this to be a massive move to the upside. And what I want to do today is talk to you about why I'm expecting that. So you guys know that I am very, very connected after 21 years of trading in the Forex market, options, equities, and now crypto. I'm very connected at Wall Street. There's quite a few hedge fund managers I can call and speak to. There's quite a few invites I get to sit on roundtable conversations. And I'm even connected on the JP Morgan level. I've got a connection inside of JP Morgan. My guy over there sits basically on the same floor as Jamie Dimon, across the hall. And I have been very stoked about the HBAR project for quite some time. I was able to buy some at too much of a price during its very beginning days, before the charts even came out. I was able to then dollar cost average extensively at around 2.5–3 cents. And then this year, when the price pulled back to these levels here in the 4 and 5 cent range. Let's see here. What have we got? That's January. So December and January, I'm buying HBAR again. That's when I bought 20 million more coins. So somewhere in the threes, mid threes, that type of thing. And as I say, I have them staked. Now, why am I so excited about HBAR? Well, from all the way back to when HBAR was first coming out and being talked about, I was told then, as a good analogy, that HBAR is going to end up being blockchain in 4D. So fourth dimensional blockchain. And from that, I have gotten excited. I watched as JP Morgan made a almost $1 billion investment under the table, behind the scenes. And then I watched as they made a public investment of $1 billion. And then you look at the players and you look at what they've built here. And this is a great analogy of what they've basically put out here to compete with, for example, the first ever, store of gold, Bitcoin, digital gold, Bitcoin. Then the second, Ethereum. I mean, the minds they have in place are phenomenal to create these things. They have unbelievable. I mean, if you just look at what they're doing already right now, and they're not even being used so much by their council or any other big companies. It's pretty fantastical. In addition to those things, if you look at who, and you guys know my place of being able to call and talk to the folks on Wall Street, I'm a big follow the money guy. Follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. Okay? One of the biggest players on this list right here is actually DBS. We're talking about the number one bank in the world. We're talking about the bank where Larry Fink has all his money. So BlackRock, with $11+ trillion under management, they dumped the Bank of England and went to Development Bank of Singapore. And on a national level, the deposits are actually insured by the nation at DBS. To have DBS, that large of a bank, by the way, the DBS is going to be your JP Morgan of Asia. Okay? JP Morgan is, big, massive bank in the States. DBS is the equivalent of that in Asia. Well, look at the handing of the baton that's taking place with Asia over the last 10, 15, 20 years, where now Asia is leading the board on really about everything. I didn't say I like it. I was born in America. I'm just telling you what reality is, okay? You've got the likes of Boeing. You've got the likes of IBM, okay? IBM guys, these guys, they've been leading the charge behind the scenes on so much tech development for multiple decades. I can't say enough good about the fact that IBM here is linked in with Hedera. I mean, look at the new IRENA system that's being put in place that's going to replace the old guard with the Vatican and the royal families of Rome. They're putting a new system in place. It's a caloric-based system. And who's at the head of it? The same IBM that was at the head of the old system. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about new systems being put in place for the future. So for the future of humanity. And Hedera is leading that charge. Do you see people joining hands with Ethereum at IBM? Development Bank of Singapore? Boeing? Just spit it right out. Tell me which one it is. How about Standard Bank? Big bank. LG? I don't see any of that. Dell? Nothing. So guys, the biggest players, Avery Dennison? I mean, come on, we're talking about a really old group here. I don't see that happening anywhere. So when I look at the fact that the X factor from Bitcoin has diminished, the X factor from Ethereum has diminished, I'm looking for what is the next opportunity. I had an opportunity to make millions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So now I'm looking for my opportunity to take, say, 400,000 or 500,000 and make that investment in one project, right? So let's get to the charts. As we go to the charts, I'm not going to start talking my targets first. I'm going to start talking the cycle first. The cycle. So I believe the first cycle is in on Hedera Hashgraph. And even in that cycle, I actually anticipated it going higher than it did, and it did not. Okay, so we've got our first 5-wave cycle. It just so happens that this was at a time when Bitcoin kind of didn't finish its final cycle. It's going to go and do that now. So there's nothing you can do about that except for plan for the future, which I have done by adding 20 million new coins of Hedera Hashgraph. Okay, you guys can do the math on that. I don't know what I spent on that. 20 million coins, and let's just call it an average price of 4 cents. So you guys can do that math. That's my investment here. Plus what I had, plus what I've had staked forever, plus my staked coins. So probably about 27 million in position at this point. Yes, I'm planning on this being massive for myself. Okay? So, but let's talk about the cycle. I think the first cycle is completed. And in that cycle, you had a very clean 5 waves. To the downside, I think you've had a pretty decent ABC, AB, and then a C leg down. C leg always has 5 waves. And the start here of the next cycle, okay? And so if we look at the cycle of time, which I think is important, we'll just breeze past it. These are monthly candles. So we have a cycle of time that went 35 bars. And if we take that and we move it over and start the new cycle on the green bar, we have 35 bars to go. Now let's deduct. Let's deduct, make a process of deduction, and let's start it from there where we hit the high to here. That's 15. So probably in the next 20 months, guys, next 20 months, you're going to see Hedera hit some new all-time highs in the next 20 months. However, there's going to be places we can liquidate our position and places that we can re-enter. Maybe not all of our position, wouldn't want to do that, but some pretty good sizable positions that we can liquidate. Now, before I go further in talking about this cycle, I want to just remind you guys of what cycles can do in the crypto world, okay? So what we're looking at here is we're going to look at the first cycle in Hedera, which did happen completely different than the first cycle of Cardano. Cardano had its first cycle because it came out literally in the last 3 months of a bull cycle for 2017. And it skyrocketed. You know, I mean, it went, only went 15x the money if you're measuring from this chart. But I think actually in reality, you probably could have measured it from, 4 or 5 cents, and you would have probably been looking at a somewhere around a 25 to 30x return on your money on Cardano. And it just skyrocketed out of the gate, and then of course went straight into a bear market. And that's just the way it works sometimes. HBAR's first cycle was 61 times. 61 times was the first cycle. We'll give Cardano the benefit of the doubt, and we'll go from 4 cents. 33 times its cycle. So which one was stronger? Which one was stronger? It's very interesting to consider, okay? Now, after Cardano went through its bear cycle, which HBAR is now doing its first bear cycle, okay? After that, HBAR went absolutely nuts. Okay? Excuse me, Cardano. I don't mean to say. The video is on HBAR. Sorry about that, guys. After we had a first bull and a bear cycle, you then had, and we're talking about a coin here with great fundamentals, both coins with great fundamentals. From the pullback there, if you go all the way up from the pullback, Cardano went 115 times. And that's placing that, let's put it at 2 cents. That's 2.4. 131 times its price. 131. The first bull on it was 33 times its price. The next bull was 131 times its price. Well, now that I'm going to get into part B of the video where I'm talking about targets for Hedera, which is going to get absolutely phenomenal. And at the very top of my list, otherwise I wouldn't have made the investment I've made to have 20 million. I would have to say to you guys on YouTube, come join us. We're having fun at the Binge team. Binge team stands for big income, no job. We got a lot of people that have achieved that. And you can actually find our services on discount this month at cryptoj.net. Once again, cryptoj.net. Come join us. We're having fun. When you come and join us, we have a public forum there. Just ask some of the members what it's been like to be here for 5, 6, 7 years, because 90+% of our membership has been here with us 5, 6, 7 years in the crypto space. People only do that when they're getting value. That's the only time they do that. And over here at the Bitcoin Academy, one of the things that's our motto is you get to make money while you learn. So we're teaching you along the way, and we're learning still along the way as well. I've been doing this 21 years, and I'm still learning big time. But as you're learning, every single trade that I put out, I put it out public to the entire team. And anybody that wants to follow along and follow my portfolio, which has been a winning equation for some time now, a very big winning equation, the kind of winning equation of creating wealth, not just making money, the kind of equation that when you take a look at my wife and I's life, we're flying all over the world on private jets. All that's crypto money, every bit of it. So come join us. We're having a lot of fun. I'm going to get on to part B of this video, where our private members can get all the upcoming targets and how we think that will play out. 2023 is your year, guys. Okay, guys, if you want to hear the rest of that talk, and it got really juicy, please come and join our community. Our community, by the way, is called the Binge team. Big income, no job, the Binge team. It's a rather large community after 6 years of us going here in the crypto space. That's all we do is crypto. And we'd love to have you as a new member. As I said, we are 40% off this month. Please go ahead and click on the link below, or just go to cryptoj.net, and become our newest member of the Binge team. I promise you this, you will not be sorry you did. We've never really had anyone who was sorry they joined our team. We've had a lot of people who joined the team, got a tremendous education, as I said, with over 2,000 videos available to you. We also have another website that has modules on it, boot camps, all the above. We can show you all those things. But we'd love to have you on the Binge team. We'd love to have you here in the next bull market. Come join us, guys. We're having a lot of fun.